Hello Patriots, today's video is video number 5 in the handgun series. Today will be a quick discussion and demonstration of switching between your support hand and your strong hand with a full grip and taking that shot. Now, taking that single shot. Again, this particular technique that I'm going to discuss and demonstrate is not in and of itself a timed technique, but it is a technique in preparation for a future video where I will discuss and demonstrate shooting from the left side and right side behind a barricade. And it's important now to begin to just practice switching that grip from a strong grip to a support grip, which is a full grip, because when you shoot behind barricade from the right side or the left side, one of the essential factors or elements that you want to achieve from behind the barricade is you want to reduce or keep at a minimum your profile presentation to the bad guy as you come out from behind that barricade on the right or on the left. And in order to maintain that reduced profile presentation to the bad guy, it is imperative that you practice shooting strong side grip and support side grip from behind the barricade. So this technique will be simply to get you prepped up for a future technique in terms of shooting from behind a barricade. So, many of you may be asking yourselves, okay, if I'm right-handed and I got a full grip, how do I switch from a strong side grip to a weak side grip? Does that mean I bring the firearm down and fumble around with it to shoot from the support side? No, because you want to minimize movement. Even though this particular technique that I'm going to demonstrate today is not timed, the point is you want to be able to transition from strong side to support side grip quickly. So, how do you achieve that? All right. If you're right-handed, then I'm going to be in my strong grip or my strong side. So if I want to switch to my support side, you simply rotate your hands, really never taking them off the firearm, to your support side. Let me kind of give you a demonstration closer to the camera. So you go from here, your strong side, if you're right-handed, you just simply move your hands around to the support side. It's a lot easier done when you don't have the slide lock to the rear. So it's like this. Now, it's important that when you make that transition, remember, if you're right-handed, your grip is, your right thumb is on top of your left thumb and perpendicular with the firearm, so you can reduce that muzzle flip. Now, when you make that transition from right side to left, the reverse is true. Now, all of a sudden, your left thumb is on top of your right thumb. So just keep that in mind as you make that transition. So let me demonstrate it again. You take a shot, boom, switch, boom, switch, boom, switch, boom. Now that's important for future technique shooting behind a barricade. Let me just kind of quickly go through that real quickly. Not in great detail, but just so you have a understanding of why this technique of switching is important. Because when you're shooting behind the barricade and you're right-handed, or you're using your right hand, whether it's at your strong hand or support hand, the point is your right foot is in front of your left foot, I should say. No, your right foot is in front of your left foot as you're shooting behind the barricade. When you switch up, you're switching your feet as well, shooting behind the barricade. This will all make sense later on when we talk about shooting from behind the barricade, right side and left side. So I'm going to load up with some live ammunition, and we'll take a few shots utilizing the strong side and left side grip. I'll be right back. Just wanted to make sure that I made a quick comment before we go into the live fire demonstration, is that when you make the switch from strong hand to support hand, 99% of the time that switch is going to be made from behind the barricade or from behind cover. So in and of itself, the switch from strong to support is not a timed event, but it's a technique that should be practiced so that in the event you have to defend yourself from behind a barricade or behind cover, that muscle memory will kick in place as you make that switch from strong side to support side. Now in later video, I'm going to demonstrate the strong hand only shooting, where you're only shooting with one hand, in this case your strong hand, and then of course one-handed shooting with your support hand only. The reason that is a separate video is because, as I will discuss, there'll be times where maybe one of your arms or hands are disabled in a gunfight. Maybe you've been shot, maybe you've broken your arm, what have you. Maybe you have something that you're carrying in one of your hands, which means that you have to draw and quickly shoot with one hand only. But we'll discuss that in another video. But just keep in mind, the strong to support hand switch, full grip, is most likely going to be performed when you're behind cover, behind a barricade. So let me give a few demonstrations of the switch from strong to support with some live ammunition. So that concludes video number 5, which is the strong side to support side grip switch, which is a technique that is usually performed from behind barricade or behind cover in order to minimize your profile presentation to the bad guy, which in a later video will be further explained and demonstrated. So, until next time, honor God, love your family, and defend the Constitution.